The future is
Hope you're all doing well. We have lots of nice liquidity above us. We got New York Open above us, midnight above us, equal highs above us. SMT with PM session low right here. ES. Yo, what's up, Box? Good to see you, man. Good morning, guys. And we got PMI at 9:45. Now, I don't know if they're going to offer it, but any dip down, you know, I'd be willing to maybe try it. I don't think they're going to take this low, but they might, you know, unless my bias is wrong here. But ES already took it, so it is possible we still come down and take it. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping we don't just rock it up, but we might. I would like this. PMI, maybe we push, you know, go up and then back down, then PMI. It's the 2 p.m. low from yesterday, the PM session. Oh, right here. So ES took that low. So we'll see what happens. I'm leaning higher, but just don't know if they're going to play games first or not. So I'm not going to enter here. If it just goes here, it's going to be a little unfortunate, but nice cryptic. Yeah, if you got longs from down here, it'd be nice. Yeah, I can see them just shooting straight up, but not enough for me to enter the trade here. I'll let it go. I got all day, but we'll see what happens. Nice. Oh, nice, Freedom. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's not great usually, Box. Not great. We got Jackson Hole tomorrow. Oh, I think Jackson Hole's today too. Powell speaks tomorrow. So that's why I did not want to enter there. Could try to buy this dip. Now the thing is, I might run some of this. They might get nasty with it before PMI. So we'll see what happens. Probably won't touch it. You know, if they're going to take out this low, I'm going to have to look for a new SMT. But I think this is all manipulation lower. Just don't know to where yet. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Cozy. So, could try to enter here. I just don't know if I want to enter I'd like to enter closer to PMI, maybe. Nice, freed it. Yeah, they were not about to let anyone that was already long catch this move, huh? Oh, you want the 4-hour Bissy? From... Oh, so you want it to manipulate all the way down there first. It's possible. I mean, we left these relative equal lows. We never did reprice that at all, so that's certainly possible. Yeah, it's very possible PMI does send this lower, and then we find footing in here. Grind up. Thursdays like to do things like that too. So, 2-stage delivery. I probably won't trade, guys, until at least, you know, PMI. So, I'll just sit here, just kind of chill. Unless something looks really tempting, maybe I will, but unlikely. Yeah. Frida. What's up, Autistic? Right at 9:45. So that was just manipulation. Let's see if they're going to push this straight up now. If they go straight up all the way up prior to PMI, I'm not really going to like that. It's not ideal. Good morning, Ray. Yeah, I got those marked out. Those hourly equals. Definitely juicy. I want to see those hit. What's up, Panther? Yeah, I've seen you on X. What's up, bro? Happy to have you here. Took the high. So I got a little... No SMT. What's up, Rope the Dope? Thank you, Enjoyer. Good morning. Let's get it, man. Yeah, they might just play games here until 9:45. May not really get anything much. Gonna be really hard to trade it, stay in any type of trade prior to PMI, you know? Either direction. Come on. We do have a lot of news today. Nice, Frida. A lot of like what we got, like speakers and home sales and PMI. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Frida. I want to see the same. But I am open-minded. You know, I am open-minded if I'm going to be wrong here. If they do want to push it down to that. Because I could also see that, like what Amelia was saying. Because they got those relative equals and that untapped down there. But I'd prefer we save it. But we'll see. But I'll be open to it. You know, I'm not married to the only higher narrative here. I would just prefer that. What I really like is PMI shakes out longs. And then we just find Q3 inverse or something. Let's go, lasagna. That's what I'm talking about, Frida. My caffeine tolerance is getting higher and higher over the years. go up already, please. Yeah, I mean, we got a 5-minute nestled with midnight. That would be one I'd be paying attention to. But, you know, I like these equal highs. I like these equal highs up here. Yeah, you're good with PMI on TBT, as far as I know. 3 espresso before 8 a.m. Yep, right up my alley. Let's go lasagna. Love it, man. Is that with TPT? Who is that? What firm is that? Oh, you still have access to Apex. Nice. Yeah, man, flip some of those slot winnings you had into some TPT, bro. I would recommend, you know, if you're trading the 50Ks, just stick with those if you like them. You know, 50Ks are good. Just, you know, the eval has a 50% consistency, so you just have to remember that. In any one day, you can't make more than 50%, but then you can flip. If you make it in 2 days, you can flip the other 3 days. Yeah, 25Ks are good too. I know a lot of people like the 25s. Yeah, if you're in a restricted country, it's a bummer. Can't really do much about it, but well, if you trade a 25K, you have to think about your leverage, right? Obviously, you're not going to be leveraging it the same as a 50 or a 150. The flip rules just you can't make more than 50% of your total profits in one day. But if let's say you made 50% day 1, 50% day 2, and it was technically passed, you have to trade for 5 days. So you can flip like 1 micro the other 3 days. Yeah, Distic, I'm still banned. They changed it from 2028 to lifetime. The verbiage now says I'm banned for life. But it's okay, don't worry. I do not lose any sleep over it. It's okay. Can we trade 9:45 news? Yes, as far as I know, it's fine to trade 9:45 news. Yeah, I still don't know why I got banned. I don't know. I had 6 payout denials in a row, like 6 cycles of them denying all my payouts, and I gave up. I just gave up. Because that was back when this was like in 2024, September or something, 2024. And I was paying the PA fees, you know, for all of my PA accounts, and I was just like, man, they just keep denying all my payouts. So I just gave up. I just canceled everything, and then they banned me. But it's okay. Because I'm trading enough accounts as it is. Like, it's hard to even keep up with enough accounts, you know, to trade all day long anyway. So, you know, I'm going to put my focus and energy towards the accounts that I know that will pay me out. You know, like Take Profit Trader. You know, I trade Top Step. My funded futures now. I've added my funded futures to the rotation. I'm trading funding ticks a little bit, so just kind of all over. But TPT is my bread and butter. You know, I trade that. Those are my priority accounts because they're daily withdrawal, and I can trade those accounts however I want. There's no rules really, you know. Yeah, I don't know. They just send you a list, like, or at least for me anyway. They sent me like a huge list of like 30 different things it could have been, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, it's all good. I know that when I take a payout with TPT, I know I'm gonna get my money. So those are the kind of firms I want to put my money into and put my time as well. Time is equally as valuable. So we're still floating around here as I kind of expected. I'm glad we didn't start shooting up yet. Now, I don't know if PMI is going to inject lower first, do a shakeout move, and then go higher. You know, if we're going to go higher, again, assuming my bias is right. Or we're just going to rock it up. So, let's just see what happens here. It's going to be one of those days, Jeremy. You know, we do have Jackson Hole's, pal speaking tomorrow, so yeah, maybe it could be. It could be. I would hope we get like a nice 2-stage delivery today, but I don't know. Maybe I'm expecting too much with that with Jackson Hole tomorrow. It'll stop you at 10K Alpha. The system will stop you at 10K, then you can pull your profits out, and then you'll have a Pro Plus the next day. A live account. Three is too high in my opinion for a 25K, but that's my opinion. I would do 1 to 2 micros max, and then average up. One day, Fib Daddy, just one day. Accumulative is subjective to their determination. I think I was around 30K ish before they turned me live. 30 to 40K. I don't know the exact number, and then they turned live right around there. But I think it kind of varies by the person. I'm not sure. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, all of it, cryptic. No, you don't have to build a cash balance. No, just total accumulative payouts. No, I think we're good, Yermi. I think we can trade right now. Okay, yes. PMI is higher than forecasted. Does that move down? See, they're going to take that low. Cozy, are you bearish right now? So I'm going to have to fade Cozy. It's not ideal. Okay, so they did take out that 2 p.m. low. So maybe we are going to head here. Maybe the girls are right. Amelia and Cozy. We'll see. Not going to turtle soup it. I'm going to wait. There's something to form here. ES is dragging too. Big spread around the 240, 260s. Wow. Yeah, we'll see what we get here. Now, why would I long? Let's see. I would long maybe if we do inverse this. Although I don't like these larger gaps as inversions very much. Just a lot of room for error, but let's see. Got hourly open right here. See if we can close through it. We did close through it. We got a 30-second. I'm gonna try buying it. This is not a great entry. I'm trying to go with it here. Might do one ad, come back down. Let's see if we can hold this. Might want to use it more like a risk sync because I am willing to do an ad here. So see if we form this BISI. Come down, hold it. That would be what I'd want to see. Okay, got the BISI. Now I am willing to try an ad. Right around hourly open. And if I'm wrong, if this flips, I'm willing to flip short. If we flip this. Yeah, shorts could be the play. Yeah, it's a tough call, of course. Got a Sibby here right in the middle. Still haven't inversed that one yet. Still think we could push down into here and flip around, but let's see. Gotta watch this. Don't like that we failed to inverse that on this push here. We got this inversion, but we can still come down here. This can still do this. So, let's see. I don't really trade quarterly theory. I just use some components of quarterly theory. If you go through my mentorship, I break it down of how I use it, how I use some parts of it in conjunction with other time elements. Yeah, I'd recommend that. Yeah, the 2025 mentorship is where I'd go over a lot of that the most. But okay, not liking that reaction. Not liking that we're stalling out here. That I wanted to see this pump continue right in the middle of Q3. It's not, so it's not the best sign. It is a Q3 inverse, but again, like I said, we can still come back down here and then potentially hold. We'll see if this BISI holds it or not. ES has a larger one too. It's trying to hold. Again, my entry was not the best. And I slapped it just to slap it here, just because I think the draw is higher, and thought we could potentially continue. But yeah, those rejections not looking great. Yeah, D3. Mm-hmm. Yes, still holding. This is really sloppy. ES above. I think Q's weaker than ES here. Definitely not a fan of that rejection we got in that candle. Yeah, we have news. Was it home sales or something at 10 o'clock? Still can't break up above TMSO yet. ES is trying. Jackson whole week. Yeah, Jackson whole week is very tricky. Another rejection. It's not ideal. Come on. Now ES just flipped as well. If we inverse this with conviction, I'm going to take it off. I wonder. ES still holding it though. All right, I'm out. 300 bucks. 330 bucks. Didn't hold. Bias may be wrong here. I'm still leaning higher until ES loses that gap. Thinking about re-entering, but there's no entry model here, so just be strictly off bias, which is maybe not the best move, but let's see. Midnight, New York Open, equal highs, fair value. Those are all the reasons. See if we get this. They made this may have just been a shakeout. Let's see. We inverse this, I'm getting right back in. News in 1 minute. Yeah, if we go lower, we'll probably go here. Okay, new SMT. See if that holds or not. Let's see if we flip that hourly open. I'm trying longs again, guys. I could be wrong. I need to see this inverse. This is that one we need to inverse here. We're at 177. I don't know. My bias could be wrong here, guys. First long didn't work out. Yeah, that's the only reason that I entered. We get SMT with that 10 a.m. open. All right, there's 953, so go ahead and go BE here. We don't want that to reject. We don't want to see a rejection off that level that comes back. I usually trade with between 3 to 15 micros is usually what I trade, depending on the trade setup itself. Yeah. So we got the inverse, but we still need to see this clear this area. We got this. This is that TMSO rejection that we had earlier, 953. So I need to see us clear that. There we go. So you can take it right there. That would make up for the loss. I'm just going to hold it. I don't mind. Could still be wrong, you know, but I'm liking it. This is what I wanted to see. See New York open. Be a pretty big trade there. Yeah, then we can try to hold for those hourly highs. Assuming they don't just keep engineering liquidity here, though. Also, ES is already almost there. Because remember how I was saying ES is the stronger one today. We don't want ES to take the lead and then reject. Because rejections on ES are going to have more violent reactions here on NQ today to the downside. Now, if you want your low-hanging fruit, that would be a bigger win than the loss that was taken at these candle bodies. So, see if we get them or not. Yeah, I'm not expecting a 10 for today either, especially with Jackson Hole tomorrow. So there's those bodies. That could be your target. ES is about to smack New York open, so we might see a bit of a rejection. Maybe not. Let's see. I think we'll go for those next bodies there with the ES where it's at. See this punch through. This is that Cibi that rejected us this morning. Yeah, tough area here. We got New York open on ES. This tank of a Cibi here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections. 930 gap, yeah. Come on, punch it. Man, can't break it. Yeah, this is not a bad target here, guys. Like I said, not a bad target. This internal liquidity paired with the Cibi that's been holding price down. ES is also at New York open, so not a bad target. I'm gonna try. I want to hold for these bodies. I may regret it, but we'll see. ES did reject. Correct. I only got it in 2. Yeah, I got it in 2 because didn't really get a lot of drawdown. In fact, I don't think I had any drawdown. Come on, NQ. And there's some trades that do that, so some trades just don't end up being really good risk sinks across the board, but it just kind of depends, All right, there's our target. All right, let's hold for those equal highs, huh? Small losses, big wins, guys. Quick losses, let the winners go. All right, midnight. We got a 5-minute Cibi right here with New York midnight. Now, going to be down to a runner now because ES still has not broken New York open. I expect us to. I still want to see higher. I still want to have the same thesis I had this morning going into the day. But, I'm open-minded. Very tricky AM session, though. This was very hard to judge. This definitely felt like it was about to bleed all the way down. The only reason I kept my long bias is because that 10 a.m. open low. That was the only reason. And try to get myself in the wick of that 10 a.m. candle. Still didn't get the wick, but we'll see what happens here. Don't be too shocked if we fail. If ES is not going to be able to crack New York open, that's a very important level there. Yeah, it was tricky. It was very tricky. One thing I've learned over the years, now I'm not always right about this, but just probably, just based off things I've just picked up on over the years. If we've had a big sell, right, going into New York AM, and we have news. Okay, we have news in the morning, which was today. We have a big sell, and we leave midnight untapped above us. And New York Open. We have New York Open plus midnight above us with, the sell going into the AM session with news. I'm very, very careful on shorting. Very, very careful. And same with longs. If we have news and, we've pumped and we have midnight New York Open both below us untested, I tend to be a little bit cautious on longs. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed to do that, but it's just something to note, Sorry, I was muted there for a second. What's that, Rope the Dope? Is that your crypto address? It's alright, bro. Alright. New York Open could be a nice target here too, guys. We may or may not get to midnight. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Again, I'm willing to be wrong. I'm okay trying trades. If I'm wrong, I'll stop. I can always re-enter. It's just tricky. That was very tricky. All three of these legs were pretty tricky. So I think what I'm going to do is, if we reject New York Open, I'm probably going to trail my TP. Very rarely awakening, only after key level. So I will do that here. If we hit New York Open and we show any type of rejection, if we don't blast through New York Open, I'll drag this up until it takes me out. But until then, I leave it at break even because I've already secured majority of the position on both accounts. Nice, Savvy. So the runner, I'm just going to try to milk a little bit more out of it if I can. That would be about a little over 100 points. Yeah, we do have a 5-minute gap here. We don't want to see us obviously flip that. Didn't take out that high, so we do have SMT. New York Open still kind of rejecting on ES. Just need to keep the momentum going higher here off this 5-minute BISC. 7:30 a.m. opening price there. So I don't really trade quarterly theory in the sense of how it's taught, but I do take some elements from a quarterly theory. And then I've kind of done like a hybrid with different time ideas and models over the years. So I won't teach it that way, but I'll tell you how I trade it. Now the quarterly cycle indicator, quarterly cycles right here. That one will plot your cues if you want to use that. The KC all-in-one indicator also can do that. And the KC all-in-one indicator has like 15 different indicators in it. We made that for the people that don't have a premium trading view but they want more indicators. It's kind of like a workaround. Maybe. Okay. I love you. Okay, I gotta talk, baby. I know. You sleep, baby. I know. Okay. Okay, I gotta talk, baby. I gotta talk here. Okay, I love you. Alright, sorry, I was mute there, guys. Yeah, we're about to hit New York Open here. KC all-in-one indicator. Yeah, so you can customize it and add all the indicators you want. If you only have, if you don't have premium. Myself, Omnage, and LMT. There's not a tutorial, but that's a good question. I wouldn't mind maybe making one. Now you could drag, like I said, we did get the rejection, so you could drag TP here. Let's see, ES cleared it. Would have been nice if we just blasted through New York Open here. Nice ace. Alright, so I got that rejection, didn't want to see that. It's kind of annoying. Come on, push through. Got it right to the tick, too. If we flip this, I might take my profit here, guys. We did flip it. Let's see, 15 minutes opening. New 15-minute candle here. Probably going to go to this 5-minute BISI, I guess. Legacy was for, you know, the OG Kingland members that supported us. You can, if anyone ever decides to sell their roll, we have a capped amount of them. There's a marketplace for anybody that wants to sell it. You can buy that off them. Every once in a while, we'll give some away. We'll do a giveaway for some. Come on, NQ. I recommend it when you add that you go break even. Yeah, that's what I recommend. Because you're increasing your leverage, but you're not increasing your risk. Because if you go break even, you can increase your leverage without increasing your risk. Oh my gosh, I was mute this whole time I'm talking. I'm sorry guys, my stupid microphone. Sometimes it just mutes. I have no idea why it mutes like that. Didn't click anything, it just muted. Anyway, I'm talking this whole time, man. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, when you average up, you want to ideally go break even, because what you're doing is you're increasing your leverage without increasing your risk, as long as you go break even, right? You're increasing your leverage, not increasing your risk. I fell asleep waiting for NQ to go higher, yeah. There we go, come on. Break New York Open here. No, I have to like click it. Like there's a button on my mic, or there's a button, you know, the Discord mute, but it just mutes itself sometimes. Asia higher, you quit trading. I don't know if the J-holes will let us get our target. We'll see. Oh, we have lots of people that trade Asia in here. Yes, get to midnight? Not yet. Yeah, you got sessions all across the board, you know. You'll have people trading Globex. You know, Cozy's always trading Globex. And then, you know, Tyrant trades Asia. You know, a bunch of people in here trade Asia. And of course, you got Surgical and Freedent will pop in on London. Sometimes Freedent does London too. And then, you know, I'm here for New York, and we got other New York traders. So, overheated mic. Yeah, we're working on doing some crypto stuff soon. Yeah, I'm not a big crypto guy myself. I mean, I have, you know, I'll dabble with it and stuff. I'm not a huge crypto guy. I put my money in futures, but I know that a lot of people like crypto. We'll be adding some crypto soon. We take things slow before we add anything new. We want to make sure everything's polished and proper, you know. So if we're going to attach our name to anything, we want it to be solid. I might be on tomorrow. I don't know if Ghost said he had something going on. Maybe he was getting moved to Jordan or something. I'm not sure if he's going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure. Yeah, our pleasure. Happy to make it free, man. When I first started streaming, I thought, man, I was stressed about it because, you know, I've been a trader for almost 10 years, but, you know, only been streaming live since like, you know, December 2023. It's I've learned over time to love it though. I've learned over time it's the hardest thing I've probably ever done, but over time I really fell in love with it. About four-ish years of extreme misery. My first year, I made a lot of money. Complete luck, beginner's luck. Thought I had it all figured out, you know. Got cooked. Got absolutely destroyed after that. Kept putting money back in, losing it all again. Doing all the wrong things. But you gotta think, man. I mean, what's, you know, that everyone that heard that saying, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Eventually you have to make some changes, right? If something's not working, you can't expect it to just start working, right? If it hasn't been working, doing what you're doing, or certain activities you're doing while you're trading aren't working, it's probably not going to just start magically working no matter how much hard work you put in, right? No matter how much time and effort you put in. You have to make the changes that lead to positive expectancy. And being a profitable trader, you know, usually doesn't feel great most of the time. You know, like so LMT says a lot. You know, it doesn't feel good a lot because you're cutting losses. You're trying to hold your winners. I appreciate that, NQ Enjoyer. I really do. It means a lot. I don't take any compliments lightly at all. I take, you know, these streams mean a lot to me. Your guys' success means a lot to me. So, you know, I've really invested a lot of time and energy into doing the best I can as a streamer. It's very difficult, and, you know, there's times I feel like I could do better, but I'm always trying to improve. Not just with the winning trades, but also just commentary and everything. You know, the whole aspect around, it's not just trading. You know, I want to help you talk the market, you know, talk time and price, psychology, everything in every stream, you know. You know, Ben, it's okay, man. It happens. That happens to me as well sometimes. It's part of the deal, bro. It's okay. You got to zoom out, bigger picture, you know. Like I always say, you can't treat every day like the World Series of trading. You can't expect every day to just, you know, be big home runs and You might see that on X, but they're not showing you the whole picture. And trust me, I know this. Come on, one more pop. Do we have ES at midnight yet? No. Okay. So, NQ is just short here of that 5 minute, that should be under midnight open here. Thanks, guys. It means a lot. It really does. I really appreciate it. Definitely passionate about this. Oh, yeah, Interbank. He's a good friend of mine. I really like Interbank. Stand-up dude. Good ethics. Good morals. He cares about his members. He's a good guy. Maybe one day I'm going to make him an offer. Get him in King Line. Who do I hate? Hate's a strong word, man. But there's some scammers around, that's for sure. I can tell you that much. When you go on X, just, just take everything you see with a massive grain of salt. Let's go, bots. Oh, we just teased. We got one tick special, man. What's up with that? Oh, we got new day opening gap. Oh, Fib Daddy didn't tell me ahead of time. Oh, we did. Right on it, man. Okay. We close below this this low. I'm gonna go ahead and take my profit here with that new day opening gap rejection. It'll be about 100 points right there, so can't complain. I think if we close below New York Open, I'll TP you guys. Nice rebound there. Still holding for now. Back to the gap. Probably get Asia high. I could see it happening. We got those equal highs up there. Nice job, Pickles. Back test. I mean, yeah, I used to do a lot of back testing. I'll be honest, I don't do it much anymore. Not like I'm too good for it or anything like that. It's just I found that there's our target. I found that just live, over the years. Like I said, I've been in the market for a lot of years. I've seen the 1 minute chart print candles one by one all day long for many years. And some people say, you want to spend all day in front of the screen. Well, yeah, man, I want to make some money. Like, I'm here to make money. So, I have a lot of accounts. So yeah, I treat it like a full-time profession. I trade open to close. I do stay in front of the screen most of the day. Doesn't mean every day, every single day of my life I'm in front of the screen. It's just, I'm here to make money, man. While the opportunity is here, I'm going to, try to take full advantage of it. So I've seen a lot of candles print. And, so I try to use that as kind of my back testing because there's no replacement for live price, the way the tape prints. So if you combine that with, back testing, you combine the two, then you can come up with some pretty good. But even the best models don't matter, guys. No matter what your models are, none of it matters, because your risk management, your trade management, your expense management, these things are going to be what matters the most. Okay. Small loss, big win, right? It's just what you got to do. How to control the gambler mindset. Just know it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. The house always wins. If you're gambling, the house always wins. That's why casinos stay in business. You got to get out of seeing people making huge profits and thinking that it's this, trading is this get rich quick type thing, because it's definitely not. You can get lucky, but easy come, easy go, It's like if you win the lottery, like, I don't know what the statistic is, but isn't like if someone wins the lottery, they're not really rich. Like, they're just, 6 months away from being broke again, because they don't understand, like, the concept of earning the dollar and investing that dollar, then earning another dollar, over and over again. It's no different. Like, if you get lucky doing things with trading, you make a lot of money and get lucky. I mean, that's what I did. First year of trading, I got lucky, made a lot of money. It didn't last very long, man. I did see that, Fib Daddy. They're going to add, so FanDuel betting on NQ and ES. That's crazy. Robinhood started that stuff too, Yeah, meditation's good stuff. Anything you could do, outside of trading to improve your life is obviously going to have a net positive effect, right, on your trading. But still, no matter what you do, you have to be okay with taking losses, and you have to be okay with lowering your leverage, and you have to be okay with the daily loss limit that you respect. If you do all three of those things, I think any model you trade can be successful. Yeah, that would be the smart thing, Anthony. Buy some dividend stocks for sure. Something that gives you a return on your money, yeah. Great trade, guys. Great trade. Do you think I'm sitting here? I'm actually really glad I took a loss today, because I want you guys to understand, like, do you think I'm sweating this loss now? Like, but what would have happened if I said, nope, I'm refusing this loss. I'm going to hold it. Like, it's going to come back. I'm just going to keep holding. I'm going to keep adding to it as it's going down. What if it didn't turn here? Right? What if it would have went down here? Right? My account's gone. Right? Or if I held this, even if I held this loss too deep, into here, I would have not have been able to make up for it on this win. Right? So you don't cut your loss. You guys, you're trading the NASDAQ during New York session, New York AM session. All right, at that, you're gonna take losses sometimes. This is unavoidable. Okay. So you have to make peace with that before you even turn on your screen. You already have to make peace that, hey, I might be wrong a couple times, but if I'm wrong, I'm just gonna accept it and get out. Right? There's nothing wrong with being wrong. There's everything wrong with when you stay wrong. So you just got to get out quick, and then you give your account the opportunity to not only stay alive but thrive, because now you catch a winning trade, he makes up for your loss and more, right? And then exactly, you start tilting. Yep. Because mentally, you take a loss and you're like, oh man, I got to make it back. But you just got to let statistics play out over time. How do you do that? By trusting your positive expectancy system. Yeah, Anthony, I understand that. And you can do that. You just have to keep your loss tighter if you go from 3 to 5 or whatever. I do that sometimes. You still just, at the end of the day, you just have to have a downside cap, right? So we rejected midnight here. ES did not quite get to midnight. I'm a little iffy on thinking about shorting this because we didn't take out those hourly equal highs I was talking about before we started the stream. So don't think I'm too interested in shorts quite yet. I think if for me to want to short, we would need to lose this 5 minute down here. I think it is possible that this is, we got a beautiful exit there. And, we might do something like that. So just have to wait and see. That's why I have gripes with people that just show profits all the time on X. It's just like, and they say they trade it live, but they're really not trading it live. It's not about just trading live to show off. It's about showing how to lose properly. Oh, Anthony. That's what I was talking about. Just remember the one thing that saves you right there is your daily loss limit, right? Spanier, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have no problem, admitting when I'm wrong. I know that I'm going to be wrong sometimes. Oh, I love seeing your guys' P&L in the chat, Food Daddy. I love it. I think it's great. Gonna be patient here because now shorts could work. I mean, this could be a short, maybe into that 5 minute gap, but I'm still bullish for now. For now, bullish. I'm not looking for a long here either, though, because just I don't want to get caught in a long here that dips down and then holds. I'll have to stop out and then see it hold and go. So I'm just gonna wait. Jeez, lasagna. Maybe I was wrong. The house doesn't always win, huh? Till they change the algo on you and take it back from you. Nice job, Big M. I've been seeing you, Big M. I've been seeing you, man. Putting in the work, bro. Nice, Anya. Anya had exchanged hands with that long right there. Took the short right when we exited the long. That's nice. Yeah, trading arc. I completely agree. Most people over leverage, man. Most people are way too leveraged for their account size. The trick, man. The trick is we're in the golden age. The golden age, if you can take advantage of it, you might as well. So having multiple prop accounts, and even a live account, having 6, 7 accounts across the board, 8 accounts. You can take your leverage and spread that risk out across all accounts. So instead of me having to use 2 minis or 3 minis, I can, do 20 micros between 5 accounts. And any single account never takes too big of a hit that way. You can post P&L anywhere, man. I love to see it. I love seeing your guys' P&L. Of course, when you get a payout, put it on the payout train. I'm just waiting for Nox is finishing a bot, and it's gonna pick people that post on the payout train. It's gonna be a different giveaway. Yeah, I agree. Minis, minis you can make a lot of money quick. Sure, you can lose a lot of money quick too. It's also I just like the less stress of the micros, and you can add, they're way easier to scale in and out of. And again, you can spread it across multiple accounts. If you can spread it across, 5 accounts, all accounts don't take on too much risk, but you still get that leverage across all accounts, especially with TPT, because you can withdraw every day from all your accounts. So you can be trading that leverage spread out across 5 accounts, but it's like one master account because you get that withdrawal from all your accounts collectively. That's my approach anyway. Let's go, Greenie. That's the ultimate compliment, man. Thank you. Nice trade on you. You're going to get it, D3. Positive expectancy, man. Just keep working on positive expectancy. You've done a really good job following the risk management. Just keep sharpening everything, man. Just stay with it. Stay with that risk management you've been doing. How do I explain managing risk across multiple accounts? Nice, Molly. Let's go. First payout with Tradeify. Slap that on the payout train. Share it with us. Can't wait to see it. Congratulations. So managing risk across multiple accounts, I do something called risk syncing, and this was LMT's concept. And when I learned that from LMT, I mean, a huge light bulb went off, and I was just like, wow, this is like overpowered. So I started learning it, and then I started implementing it and kind of putting my own little twist on it here and there. But it's basically, I'll take a trade. I'll show you. Okay, so I entered here. Say I was giving myself, about a $250 stop, or something like that. So let's say I entered here on my first account. Now, if I would have went into drawdown, but my trade is still valid. So let's say price didn't turn yet and it kept going down a little bit. I would have entered in my second account right here. So first account, got an entry here. Whoops. Right here. While this trade is still valid, again, it did not hit my stop yet. While it's still valid, but I'm in drawdown, I take it on another account right here. So I'm getting a little bit of a better entry on my other account while the trade is still in this validation zone. Now, if I stop out right here, now the key is also that you stop out of this account, by the way. Okay. Now on stream, I leave it on just to validate the trade idea. So, you guys see the trade idea. But if I take it in a second account, let's say right here, and it goes down to here, I stop out of this account and I enter on my next account right here. Okay, so this account took a very, very small loss. Now this account's getting a really nice entry. It didn't stop yet. And now if it turns, now this account has like a sniper entry, essentially, right? Now if it doesn't turn and I stop out, well, now this account and this account only took very small losses, right? I donated some drawdown, right? So maybe I took a $40 loss here on this account and a $40 loss here on this account instead of an $80 loss on this account, if that makes sense. Sounds a little complicated, but I go into it in more detail in my mentorship, and of course LMT talks about it all the time, but it just takes a little bit of time to get the hang of it. And also a lot of times if I enter on like a second or third account, I might not hold that particular account to the full target. This particular account that I entered on, maybe I'll scalp it, up into a key level or something. Correct. Yeah, you would need multiple accounts for sure. Yeah. accounts. And I have it on. So Ben, I have DOMs. I have like DOMs opened up. Price hanging out in that 5-minute BISI here still. Still kind of waiting here, guys. Waiting to see what we do. Again, if that kind of went over your head, it's okay. Especially if you're new. Just, watch LMT's mentorships. Now, there's a lot of content in here to go through, but you got to treat it, zoom out, treat it like some education, like you're taking a course, a class, of course it's all free. But, invest the time into it. Do it on your weekends, do it while you're working out. LMT's mentorship. My mentorship is episode 2, 45 minutes in. I talk about that risk sinking in more detail. Yeah, Ben, I just do it manually. I just manually have the DOM up, and I just will buy and sell market manually while I'm watching. Because, what you guys see on this screen, I'm watching my own trade. So I'm risk sinking my own trade idea. I'm using my own idea to get in on other accounts as well. Yeah, I'll be trading tomorrow. I'm not sure if Ghost is streaming or not. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I'll find out. What happened, Tom? Let's see. Oh, man. You got the on the tick special. I've had those, man. Project X. The Project X special. Okay, I think we have to wait for this 11 o'clock candle to get an idea of what's going to happen here. Hopefully it comes back for you, Tom. But yeah, I've had that, dude. I've seen that tons of times on my Project X of hitting the line but not getting any fill, Yeah, I agree, NBait. Yep, right in the equilibrium. I think this 5 minutes going to hold. Like I said, I think this is probably a decent short down to that 5-minute gap. This is the gap that is my pivot, so, it's holding. I'm assuming price still wants those equal highs on the hourly. So yeah, this was probably a pretty nice short to take there, which, the Anya caught it. This, could end up being a decent long, but we got this inversion here. Let's see. So close to the 1050 macro, though. I think I'm going to just wait in case my bias is wrong here on those hourly highs. Long 272 off the 15-minute 272. Yeah, I don't hate this long here. I don't hate it. Only thing I don't like is the ES, where it's at. I wish it was higher. I wish it was above New York Open here. Now, you guys have to remember, too, tomorrow is Powell speaking for Jackson Hole, so usually the day before Jackson Hole, it's just like the day before FOMC. It's not usually the best. So, we can't be too shocked if price just kind of flutters around a lot today. Builds ranges. May not be like our typical Thursday where we get some really nice two-stage delivery. So we might just be in for, not the best session. Building that liquidity up for tomorrow. I think we get a big move tomorrow. Yep, I'm on board with these ideas, these longs here. Just gotta be, they might even do this, or this. So, we'll see. Nice, Big M. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of patience here. I'm gonna let the macros start to do what it wants to do. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if we do range most of the day here now. Cool and Luke. Maybe between midnight, maybe those hourly highs, and they might push it near the end of the day. They might push it back down here. It's possible. Maybe we get that, and then we just fade back into the range, What time does Powell speak tomorrow anyway? Does anybody know? Oh, 10 a.m. Manny, typically the same, whatever calendar month we're in, so we can track it properly on the back end through TPT and stuff. But if you can send me a DM, I'll work with you, all right? Or actually, sorry, make a support ticket. By the way, guys, I want to use this moment to apologize. My DMs have been blowing up. I'm having a hard time keeping. I'm gonna be just 100% honest. I'm having a really hard time keeping up with it, and I feel really bad because I don't want anyone to ever think I'm ignoring them. I'm definitely not. I think on my next flight, I'm gonna just use my entire flight to just go through DMs. So if you haven't responded, or if you haven't seen me respond to your DM, I'm not just ignoring you. I promise. It's really hard to keep up, guys, and I really try. I really try. I got so much going on all the time. Every hour of my day has something in it, even into the night. So, I'm trying, but I will get to them. I just need to sit down and just chunk it out in a big period of time. And I've got on X is even worse. On X, I almost gave up. I just can't. But I still try because I've never wanted to lose that touch. I just need to get ahead a little bit more again. So 5-minute Bissy's still trying to hold. Looking good. This is that 5-minute Sibby up here, right? So nestled with midnight there. Stat map indicator. I use the one from Joshu. OHLC Stat Map Pro Plus. But I only use the hourly. Personally, well, actually, no, sorry. I only use the hourly typically when I trade, but I have it set, when I click the 1 hour chart, it shows me the daily stat map. Sometimes I just like to peek at it, but typically I just use the 1 hour hourly opens. So it plots the hourly opens, and I use hourly opens a lot. Like, those are key levels for me. And then I just kind of pay attention to the manipulation levels. You know, it's been a pretty interesting indicator. Pretty cool. There you go, Fib Daddy. Dude, that model's undefeated, man. I'm telling you what. At first, when I started seeing it happening a lot, I'm like, am I just making this up? Am I just like having a confirmation bias? And it just kept happening over and over and over again. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna start trading it. I figured out that if ES makes exact, it has to be to the tick. To the tick. It can't be relative. ES makes exact equal lows more than 15 minutes apart. Almost always, ES will fade that, go against those equal lows. Like, let's say they made equal lows, it'll move higher up into a key level. That key level will reject, and then, eventually come back for those equal lows. So if you see those equal lows made, exact equal lows made on ES, you can anticipate, a potential long on the NASDAQ. And then also anticipate a potential short after a key level on ES is tagged. I have that all in the turtle soup section. There's examples of that and how I trade it in there. Yeah, I still think we're going for Asia high too in a million. I think those hourly highs are just too juicy to not take. But again, it's day before Jackson Hole, so I guess anything can happen. Any normal day, I definitely would expect these equals. 5 minutes still holding up nice too, so it's a good sign for longs. $10.50 macro, still trying to work our way up towards New York Open here. Yeah, they always got to shake people out. Let's see. ES cleared New York Open. That's good. Yeah, just going to chill here. Yeah, long's looking nice. Yeah, I bet I wouldn't mind anticipating that we probably stay in this range. Maybe we'll come for that, but it could be anytime. I didn't say that example today, Manny. I'm just saying if you see it. Like, if you go the last few days we've had one. It usually happens around, at least once a day. Equal highs or equal lows that get faded then get ran back to. Nice, Anya. Nice entry. Right off that 5-minute gap. Very nice. Yeah, so if you got long at the 5-minute, everything's looking good so far. The macro is trying to push us up. If the macro can clear New York Open, these stops should, in theory, be safe. We just need to clear that level first, though. Until we clear that level, they could still play around, Don't anticipate it, but we might even engineer liquidity like this up back to that gap again. Especially if it just wants to do a lot of ranging. So if we push up here from the 5-minute, we reject the gap and close back under New York, just like what happened here. We come up, we reject here, we come back under New York Open with a close. I would anticipate we'll probably make a new low and then go back up higher again. So if, it's not a bad TP right there, that gap, or at least a partial. But again, we need to see us clear this first. You missed the long on you? That's okay. It happens. No big deal. Lots of trades to take. Anthony, I have it actually written out pretty nice in the turtle soup section, but it's, ES has 15 exact equal lows more than 15 minutes apart, or equal highs. Exact, they can't be relative. Then price will fade it to a key level. Yeah, Stefan, I think we traded that one. I think I have a video. Tomorrow's going to definitely be dangerous. Tomorrow, if you're not very experienced, I think tomorrow I'd recommend just trading evals. I wouldn't take out your any really important accounts tomorrow. It's going to be full of manipulation. It's going to be like FOMC, most likely. Now, it may be a little bit more muted. I don't know. We'll see. But given the nature of the rate cuts and everything going on with Powell, I think tomorrow is probably wise. Don't ruin your week tomorrow. Load up some evals and slap those around a bit. Because I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy day to trade tomorrow. All right, price cleared that New York Open. Let's see if it keeps holding here. ES also cleared it. ES teased midnight. Do have the midnight SMT. So like I said, they might engineer that liquidity like this. Although I would have liked us to get the gap at least. But this is on the table. Yeah, they might even just chop around a lot until late PM session too. Day before Jackson Hole, so nice on you. Yep, good key level there, New York Open to use. You also got that PD array. Let's see if they make a lower high here, or a higher low. Yeah, not easy to trade this at the moment, Thankfully, we caught the expansion of the day. I just don't know, what the rest of the day is going to hold with us having Jackson Hole tomorrow. I think we, like I said, could just chop around quite a bit. So I'm going to give this Q3. I'm going to wait till Q3, see if I like anything. If I do like something, I might take a trade. If not, I'll probably just run up fast money, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, pickles. That's possible. Sorry, guys. Just 1 second. Trying to request a funding ticks payout and just became eligible. They have like when you hit day 5, it's like the next day in the morning it lets you. Request. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Coffee is almost finished. So we're waiting on our distributor to finish everything up. Got the labels completed. It's currently under its first production run. So we're hoping to have it by like early September. So what do you mean, Yermi? DTF. Oh, direct to funded. No, I did the. Sorry, I was brain fart there. I was just doing the Pro Plus, the regular. I traded the 100Ks. How long did it take the funded accounts to convert? It took about one-ish day. Yeah, code Kingline works at funding ticks. You get max discount there. Yeah, trade of 8. Do I risk the same as funded with micros? Yeah, I trade micros pretty much across the board. Yeah, I made all the merch. Many hours went into those merch designs, and also figuring out the materials and the cuts. The cuts are like slightly, just very, very, very slightly slimmer on the arms and shoulders, and then a little bit longer length of the shirt versus like, a lot of t-shirts to me are kind of boxy. So I wanted to get make shirts that were like a tad bit longer in length, and then a tad bit hug on the sleeves, just a little bit. So they have like a really good, body complementing fit. And it's a mesh or a blend material, so it won't like overly shrink in the wash or anything like that. Like I'll wear them to the gym a lot. I wear them out, you know, running errands, stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna enhance the dad bod, man. It'll enhance the dad bod. Uh, the coffee is a medium roast, medium dark. It's like bit of a notch over medium roast. Yeah, if you're not a trader, a lot of the merch isn't gonna make sense. That's kind of the cool part about it, though. Yo, nice, Addy. The face ripper shirt. Yeah. Yeah, it's like in between medium and dark. Yeah. Well, you know, over time we'll add some more. Still waiting, guys. I'm waiting for Q3. I think we're, like I said, you know, might be engineering liquidity here. So it's going to be probably a very painful long hold for longs if you're still holding from down here. I think these stops are probably still safe. I could be wrong if my bias is wrong. If we flip this 5-minute BISI, you know, it's not going to be ideal. I don't mind if we push through it, but would like us to see us hold. I need to make a Travolta shirt for sure. Oh man, all right. So we are making that new low. So price kind of doing what we anticipated, but just not fun. Let's see if this holds here. This would need a hold right here for that idea to, you know, to manifest here. This could be setting up a decent Q3 trade. Let's see. I know I'm waiting for the day I run into some of you guys. Most of you guys are more north than me, though. Most of you guys are in Orange County or LA area. I'm in Del Mar. I haven't been to Seattle in quite a while. I mean, I went to college at WSU, and then when I went to Wenatchee first, and then WSU. I was in Pullman, but when I went to Wenatchee and played baseball there, we would always go to Seattle and hang out and stuff. But I haven't been to Seattle since college, I think. Yeah, Washington State. Best Cali burrito in San Diego. There's this area. Let's see. Good question. I like well, I like fish tacos and stuff, so I like the fish shop, but I think Senior Pancho has the best Mexican food in my opinion. For easy Mexican food. Yeah, I didn't expect to go this deep, so this is not ideal. It's not what I want to see. Again, this could be just more ranging chop. You know, we could just still hold the low. We need to see this. This is its last stand. This is that new low, holding that time level. Nice, Rafi. That's funny, man. The next, if I come out with a product, it's definitely gonna be like a protein shake or something. That's for sure. Because I've been selling the protein cookie dough for since 2014 now. I've always thought about adding like a protein shake line to it, but man, the manufacturing of those things is just such a headache. Okay. I'm going to be watching for a potential Q3 trade here. If we get a Q3 trade, I'd be interested in it. Let's see. No rate cut. Just failed there. So we officially lost that 5-minute BISI. Let's go 369. Nice, bro. This could be interesting here. See if we can clear back above that time level. Yeah, it's almost 50-50 chance to cut. Interesting. They might want the 10 a.m. low. I'm going to be open to a long here, but yeah, maybe not. We did fail that 5 minutes, so obviously it's just not the best sign for longs, but let's see if we get this close here. Yeah, got the inverse. See if they give me a pullback here. Don't love that we inverse that 5 minute though. Yes, inverse to 15. Q inverse to 15. This could be one of those inverses that fail. Wickless 3 minute. Yeah, we do have a wickless 3 minute up there. Don't like that reaction too much. So we got this inverse, but we immediately rejected this little sibby here. That's a tough call. Yeah, we are looking like we could form a 5-minute Sibi there. Pretty conflicting signals here on either side. This is definitely not like an A+. Let's see. Yeah, probably smart. Walk away. Finding a bit of trouble in that Sibi again. I'll try it light. Couple micros. I'll give it a shot. We do have a 5-minute Sibi, so pretty aggressive attempt, but I'm going to keep it really light, so if I take a loss, it's not going to matter too much. This is that 5-minute inversion, so see if we lose this, we inverse that, we'll probably just bail. I'm going to keep it really small, really tight. Not a lot of room here if we reject that 5-minute inverse as well, so I will just go ahead and probably just take BE here, guys. I don't like that rejection. Either it goes or it doesn't. My confidence in this is low, very low. So we just got a 5-minute Sibi, 5-minute inversion, instant rejection. See if we either can just push right through it or I'll just take the break even and just chill. Be content with my morning. Yeah, break even. I don't trust it, guys. I don't know. It might still go, but it's not for me. If we didn't form that 5-minute Sibi there, and it's like a BPR, so if we didn't form that, I'd be a little bit more confident in letting this just kind of play out, but no instant push here. With those rejections, I'm just not going to want to sit through any more drawdown on that. It's not worth it. Especially after a really nice trade. So just going to wait. Just keep waiting here. Still leaning towards it maybe working out, but again, not one I want to sit through myself. Yeah, there it goes. Those little crooks. They faked me out with that rejection. That's okay. Oh, man. That's okay. I have no trust in this setup, man. I just didn't trust it enough. Absolute ripper candle after it. Thieves, bro. Thieves. That's okay. Yeah, that stupid BPR, man. If this BPR wasn't here, I would have let it just marinate, but that BPR had me a little iffy on that. There's news. Yeah, PA waited for me to get out. It did. Well, I had the read right, but It's all right. I'm chill. I'm taking it easy, guys. We had a really nice trade. Caught it on a couple accounts. Day before Jackson Hole. No need to stress about it. It's okay. Nice, Billy. I think you'll probably get New York Open unless they're going to keep engineering liquidity. Like I said earlier, they keep just engineering liquidity. They'll probably make yet again another low and then another high. But I would like to see it go up here. I mean, that candle just wrecked everybody that went short here. I'd be kind of surprised if they come rescue everybody that just went short down here. But also could induce people to long, and then they dump it. Full-time traders do all day after the sessions. Well, myself, after the bell, I wrap up everything on all my accounts, make sure, I have no limit orders. I make sure, if I have any payouts, to request payouts, prepare things for the next day. And then, I like to hit the gym. I think the gym's really important. I'll either go box, I'll either go to a boxing, or I'll hit the weights, one of the two. And then go check on my other business, and I work some more. Oh yeah, waiting for Knox to get back for yesterday's giveaway winner. I forgot to tag the bot. If I forget to tag the bot, then I have to wait for Knox to come fix it. Yeah, this is some nasty price action now, guys. It's not ideal here. Top step, your top step's frozen chain. Mine looks like it's still good. Oh geez. Yeah, maybe I missed it. I didn't see. I'm sorry to hear that, Kaya. Well, go back through and see what you did wrong. There's nothing wrong with taking losses. Absolutely nothing wrong with being incorrect on your ideas. Just don't make it harder on yourself by not accepting that loss. That's all. And letting it get deeper and deeper. Point in case, like I said, I took a loss. I took a loss this morning right here. But I cut it quick. As soon as we got that close below, I immediately cut it. And then, the new trade allowed me to make up for that. And more, right? It's really key that you have that mentality to just cut your loss. Let statistics play out. That's a cute dog. Looks young. Is it like a puppy? Yeah, I saw my top step X was frozen there for a second too. Man, you can't ever. It's so hard to trust top step X sometimes, man. I didn't even trade any top step today. Yeah, it's gonna chop around. I think we're in for a lot of chop, guys. I mean, this is pre-Jackson Hole. I think we caught the best move of the day. I think everything else is gonna probably be rangy. We might get a PM move. We might get like a 130 move similar to this. Not sure which direction yet, but so I think what I'll do, instead of me just getting chopped up, I'm going to be happy with our trading today. I'm pretty happy with it all around, considering the circumstances. And let's pick a winner to come up on fast money. and I'll do a fast money still. Lawrence, that's a good question. Why do we only do cashback on Tradeify and TPT? So the main reason why we do TPT, because we're able to, because everything in the room is completely free, right? We don't charge for anything at all, including mentorships, the streams, any indicators we come out with, stuff we're going to come out with in the future. It's all free. So what we do is we take that commission that you guys use code Kingline, you support us. We split that commission with you. So we pay you that cash back, right? We pretty much split it. So you're going to buy accounts anyway, you might as well get some money back, right? So we'll pay you the money back. Then we'll take that commission and we'll trade it in the market. So we'll actually go trade the money. And then we'll multiply that money. And then what we do with that is now we can offer the room for free, give you guys giveaways, give you guys the bonuses, like the payout bonuses, all these types of things. So, but TPT pays us that money, no hassle, no problem, the affiliate money. Same with Tradeify. We've had in the past, we've had to hold the bag. Some firms, we didn't get our affiliate money out, and we've had to hold that bag, but we were still paying out the commissions to you guys. Like, we're still splitting the commission with you, and we don't want to hold the bag. So maybe over the course of time, we might add other firms. We'll see. But with TPT, not only do you get the cash back, you get the payout bonus. You get $1,000 or more payout from TPT. You'll get $100 cash from us as long as you use code Kingline. Yeah, it happens, man. Juan, just stay grounded and collect yourself, and start working on some new habits, man. Oh, sure. 5-minute chart. Yeah, so this is what I got marked. So this is the one that I marked. Now, why did I mark this particular one? Now, the reason why I marked this particular one is because it's nestled with a key time level, right? Midnight open. So anytime we have a 5 or 15-minute PD ray that's nestled with that key time level, those are the ones I put more emphasis on. That I think they're going to be, targeted, and I also think they could show rejection. So we did get that in today's case, right? We got the move up, targeted that, and we got the rejection from it. So now this one is marked because it's the only one we have here in this range. So I was waiting for price to maybe. I was kind of hoping we would have came back to this and hold, go back up to those highs. We inverse this. I still think the draw is higher. I think it's just an absolutely painful hold. So yeah, quick recap. Actually, let's get the fast money giveaway thing started so people can start entering. Okay. Nice trading arc. Yeah, that 10 a.m. long was clean, man. We caught that. Pretty much caught that entire move. It's beautiful. All right, if you guys want to enter fast money, totally optional, but if you want to, click the link or right there and just click the present. So all you gotta do is click the present. Yes, I would indeed call this a turtle soup. Turtle soup of the midnight open level. Now, if you watch my turtle soup video, this is exactly the what you look for, right? So you want a 5 or 15-minute PD array paired with the time level and some sort of thesis or idea to go lower. Now, would I have taken this turtle soup myself? Probably not. One, I was in the long, right? I was looking to exit my long, but these equal highs, pretty juicy to me. I think we're gonna run these, but obviously this still what ended up being a really nice short, But I thought there was a chance it may have just popped, may have just popped those equal highs and then got that sell. I think if we didn't have those equal highs and we had that same setup, I think nothing wrong with exiting our long and maybe looking to flip a turtle soup short. Nice Davish. Doesn't have to happen in Q3, no. Q3 is just it's a high probable turning point in most cases. Every 90 minutes you kind of look at this as its own day, its own range. A lot of times Q3 ends up marking some sort of reversal point, kind of like what's happening here, right? Kind of like what the trade we took today. We took the trade Q3 here. Now I attempted this long, right? Because I was trying to front run this inversion. I was expecting this to. We swept those lows. I tried the long, anticipating this will become an inverse, and it did. However, it failed, right? They ended up doing a 3 drives. So once I saw that 3 drives on that 10 a.m., again, when you get an hourly candle opening up and you're bullish, like I was bullish, right? If you get an hourly candle that opens low and you're bullish, and you have some sort of reason to go higher, and you got 3 drives, you got all these targets up here, this could be an opportunity to try to get in the market at a good price. Now, you don't have to soup the low like that. You don't have to try to, you can wait for, like, let's say you didn't want to take this long. You could have waited, right? You waited for this inversion. You could have just slapped that candle there once it closed after seeing this 3 drives with that same conviction. But to enter the market here on this long, you either had to take that turtle soup like we did or use the inversion here. There wasn't really like a, there's really not a good entry here. So it's kind of a tough move to get in unless you're already in. How do you know to short or long Q3 reversals? Well, you need criteria. You need to either sweep liquidity, tap a time level, or tap a PD array. Something, all right? Something needs to happen. So here we dug into that time level. So I tried it. And it needs to be in discount. Like if you're going to take an inverse in Q3, it's not just any inverse. It's not just because we're in Q3 and we get an inversion doesn't mean, oh, that's time to take the trade, right? You need to see a time level hit, liquidity sweep, something. And you need to be in discount for longs or premium for shorts. And that's relative to the leg, right? This leg right here. So where's premium and discount of this leg? Right? So here's your 50% of that leg is right here. So if I'm looking for longs, I want the inverse to happen in this area inside Q3, which we got, and I tried it. But again, the reason why I went break even on that is simply because we had that 5-minute BPR, and I just having trust issues with it. But if we didn't have that BPR, I think this would have been a nice one to just let it float. Makes sense, Greeny? So if we got an inverse here, doesn't, to the downside, I don't always recommend shorting that one, right? Because it's already in discount. It's already in discount of this leg here. It could just inverse and then bobble around and go up. You want to have a little bit more of probabilities on your side. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pick a fast money winner here so I don't run into on his stream time. Let's see. Okay. So you guys have 60 seconds. If you have not entered yet, you got 60 seconds to enter the fast money giveaway. Nice rolling. Love seeing you guys do well. Still having problems, Shane? Top Step X giving you problems? Man, That's annoying. Be careful. If you're seeing that happen over and over again, I would just get out. Just don't even mess with it. Last thing you need to do is blow an account for a technical reason, you know. Which is unfortunate, you know, if you want to trade. But risk reward, I guess, you know. Yeah, Cryptic, that's a good point, and you're not wrong. All right, we have a winner chosen. Stefan, you have won fast money, my friend.